Hello, how are we doing today? I'm alright, thanks for asking. Having a productive day, wrote myself a list of things to do, started getting it done, did a workout, messaged Zoe, worked on some images, walked the dogs, sorted some bits out, got myself sorted. Having a good day, feeling good. Then, door goes, post arrives. And if you remember a few weeks back, I said I was going to do a comparison on my canvases I've ordered. And Canvas people, doing a great job, love the work, top recommend. One-click print. So, keeping in mind we're still in lockdown, COVID-19 and all that. One-click print. Put the order in, it says it will be with you, or it should take up to a week to be with you. At the end of the first week, it was still on processing, so I emailed them. And they did that weird thing where you send an email highlighting a point, and then within an hour of me sending that email, it went from processing to printing to done and put in the post. Or if it, I don't know, obviously I'm not there, I don't work in their offices, I don't work in their field. This is all speculation, it's not a fact, I don't know. But I'm assuming it went from done, dispatch, to sitting in a box with all the other ones after dispatch, because it then took another week round to get there. Or no, not a week round, a week and a day for it then to arrive. And don't really know, because the Royal Mail, as far as I've been seeing and working with, have delivered things that I've ordered from Amazon, from Canvas people, different places, even just sending letters, have arrived within 3 to 4 days at most, if not less. Like this print arrived within 3 or 4 days of them sending me the finished, or 2 days from them sending the finished message, so not sure. So the prints arrive, and just not overly impressed, if I'm honest. They're not as sharp as I've sent them off. Colours, again, colouring, you can't entirely blame somebody, because unless you've put the colour profile down, which I don't know if I've got the right colour profile or not, I couldn't directly see what printer and what print scale they were using. I'm not very good at reading, so it could be on their site, it might not be, I don't know. But the colours are a little bit washed out. It's printed really blown out. So here's one that I got done of Matt Crowhurst again. These two photographs were taken, I'd probably say about 5 minutes apart. They're on similar angles in terms of where he is in the environment. And yes, it's a little blown out in some places, but you can still see the lines, even in the areas that are blown out, you can still see lines of where the water's spraying up and splashing a bit. Different bits here. In this one, it's just not printed anything there. So it's out of gamut or out of its colour range, bit depth and all that sort of thing. But on the image, yeah, there's that much that's pure white, but there's still water detail here, so I'm not impressed at all. I think it did say on the printing order that the edges would be white, but if you look down the side of that, don't know if you can see that, but it's not entirely there, and then this side, it's just not consistent in terms of finish. The frame's quite nice, it's a nice solid wooden block, but just the print itself isn't what I expected. This one's come out okay. There's enough detail in the people in this, because this square picture is actually meant to be, so it's that big. The actual image in terms of what else is in there is about that big. There's more water and seas around, they were just little details, so they're not going to be the most detailed people in the world, but that's fine enough. The colours again aren't entirely accurate, so again that's probably my fault more than theirs, but not happy. It's not an awful shipping, but it's not what I would have liked. I'll link the other video for this at the end so that you can watch back or watch that one again so you can see what I mean by finish and print quality. So there we go, just hung the two that were okay out of the set, and yeah, this one is taken in Broadstairs, similar to that, about a year apart. That was whilst I was at uni, and that was the summer after I came back from Greece, or following the time I came back from Greece. And this one is from Parga, which is again in Greece, along with the one of Matt Crowhurst. So on my screen and things, this is a lot less blue. It's not as dark blue. It's a little bit lighter, so it would have fit in nicer with this series of work. Again, that's not the same blue, so there's a bit of colour differencing, but they're all from different times and different projects and different works. But I like them. It's sticking within the theme of water and how people use them. What I like about Canvas people is they come with hooks on the back, little metal teeth thing that help you to hang them. These ones didn't, so I've had to do it myself, and I found this one went up fine, but this one I've put the hook in the wrong place, so it was tilting every time. But the wood that they've used to make this is it's good wood, it's holding enough, but it's quite, it's that thick, so there's enough to put it in, but it's quite thin, so once you've screwed in once, it's pushed all the wood to the side, and it's finicky, and you can hear it creaking as you screw in. So I've cheated with that. And if you're hanging stuff that's not going to be seen by other people and isn't going to be moved around too much, use blue tack. Just stick a little bit under there, make sure it doesn't hang out the side. Nobody know. I was saving this camera to be used during mine and Zoe's trip to Cornwall, but the closer we get to summer and the more and less the rules are changing, the more I'm dubious about that happening. So I've decided, as it's reusable and you can change the film in this several times, I'm just going to start taking photos, 1 or 2 each day through lockdown. Not of anything particular, just like that unconscious writing people do, you know, where they just write words and sentences as they come. There's no structure to it, it's just going through. So I go out, put this in my pocket, when I see something I like I take a photograph of it, when something pops into my head that's visual that I want to record. This is nice to just carry around. It weighs nothing at all. I think sticking with Lomography's principle of don't think, just shoot sort of thing, and be creative and all that sort of stuff, these filters fit the brief very nicely. You can be a bit creative with colours, you know, you can mix blue and yellow to make green, or yellow and magenta to make red. I don't know what magenta and blue make, purple. All three together make a really sort of dark colour. Flash wise, it's quite fun, but I'm waiting to see the results obviously when they come out, but I don't think they're going to change my structure of images overly that much. But yeah, it's a nice little sort of personal project to do. Talking about project, this week you might have noticed that I haven't put up mine and Zoe project or task, weekly sort of photo competition that we're doing between each other. My word for this one was routine, but I 100% failed this one, down to the fact that I haven't had a routine myself. I haven't got a structure in place for anything over the foreseeable future, so I found it difficult to creatively represent something that I wasn't doing or being involved with. And that for me is one of my creative principles, as it were. Photograph, and to understand something visually, for me, you have to be part of it in some way, and it can be very loosely. Like, I understand sports photography, yet I haven't done every sport I've ever photographed. I'm not very good at every sport I photograph, but it's the principles of sport that I understand, and seeing how the body works that makes it easier for me to visually see sports photography. So, hands up, failed this one. Sorry guys, sorry Zoe. Zoe is... So in terms of week for week, Zoe is now 1 ahead of me because of this. I think we're on week 3 or 4 of doing this, I can't remember. I will say, however, on the past 3 weeks, in terms of presenting the work, mine's appeared on each weekly iteration of this, or on my Instagram account, which I'll link below, so that you can view some of the photos and work we've been doing on things. Yeah, have a nice day.